All right, all right. A couple more questions to go. Let's see what we got here. Following the protocol, what does the problem want? The most acceptable transfer price per unit. So let's see what we got. Merlin has a division called Hillside that operating at 100% capacity of 100,000 units. The normal selling price for this is $12 per case. And it's made up of costs, $3 fixed, $7 variable, which means they're making $2 per case. Okay. Another division of Merlin's components would like to buy from the Hillside division. If this sale is made, $1.20 in variable sellings and administrator can be saved, so they can produce it for less. What's the most acceptable transfer price? Well, we wouldn't want to make anything less. However, we can charge less because our variable costs will go down per case by $1.20. So what could we do? I guess we could do the following. We could say $12 is our normal selling price, but we're going to save $1.20 on the costs, so we could go down to $10.80 and still make the same profit, because our cost to produce and make profit will be lower, but the contribution of profit that we'll make at $10.80 will still work out, and indeed that's the answer. $10.80 is the most acceptable transfer price per unit, because it's not now taking away profits. If it was higher, it would take away profits from the other division because they'd be charging more than they really need to. And if they charge less, then they'd be giving up profits because they'd be better off selling to the outside world. So the fact that you can charge $10.80 and still make the same profit works out to be and passes on the savings and the cost to the other division, makes the most sense altogether. All right, let's see. What does this page look like? This page looks like I want to quit. Okay. What's the lowest price rail division should consider if it wishes to see no decline in profits? All right. I like the flavor of that. We don't want decline in profits. Let's see what we got. Facts. Annual capacity is 800,000 tons. Normal selling price is $62 per ton. Let's put that down. 62 per. One of the divisions wants to buy 200,000 tons. Great, but we're already at capacity, so we don't want to lose money on this compared to what we can do there with the outside world, that's for sure. The rail division, they already told us is operating at annual capacity. They tell us again. That must mean it's important to understand we can't accept a price less than what would give us the same bottom line, same net income. So here we go. Let's clear the air a little bit. Not that way, but there we go. 62 is our normal selling price. Now look, they give us some interesting. We buy the gravel from per ton, so that's a variable cost. This is how much we're buying variable costs to sell at $62 per. And we're told we can save $5 on this cost on the transfer. What transfer? The transfer to interdivisions. Why? It doesn't tell us why, but it can happen. Maybe it's just a question of the laws of size, where if we're buying from suppliers, I don't know. Let's just accept let's just accept it that they can save $5 per ton in the variable cost. Doesn't make sense why. Maybe one of you out there might have a good one. You can send me the email as to why. I just can't think of a real life situation. Why would they suddenly be able to? Well, maybe the other air division's also buying, so now they'll be able to combine their buying forces and they'll get a discount. That sort of makes sense. Whatever it is, their variable cost will go down from 55 and it'll go to 50, so they can save $5. And they should pass that savings along to the division so that the division supplying the gravel, the rail division supplying the gravel, doesn't profit from a transfer price. And that's the whole concept. So we're reducing our cost by 5, so we'll reduce the price by 5. 57 would be the price to transfer on with no decline in profits. So that'd be 57. The answer is C. You can see that if they were making a certain profit, one more time, at 62, but now and that profit was based on 55 variable costs, but now the variable cost will be 50. To make the same profit, they just merely need to charge 57. It was $7 here per, that was the profit, and it'll still be 7 down here as well on that new scenario. All right, I may not have explained that really great, but I think I got some good explanation in there if you read between the lines. Okay, let's move on. And by the way, in all seriousness, you can always send me an email if you didn't understand something, and I shall address it. Okay, this problems 15 and 16 are same facts, just different questions. One wants to know residual divisions invested capital, and the other one wants to know what is the residual income, which are all good. Number one, this one we need to know the investment capital in order to figure the residual income, so we're not wasting our time going through the motions. Okay, so let's see what we got here. We got the following. We've got the following facts. Residual, the invested capital. What is the invested capital? Well, let's see what they tell us. In the problem, they tell us that total assets are 820, NIPCOL 75, so simply take 820 minus 75. You get 45, and that's the right answer, D. That's what the math would show you. That's pretty simple. Now, the next problem, you're going to need the cost of capital for purposes of preparing the formula for residual income, so we might as well do that now. Cost of capital would be 745 times the cost of capital. We're told that's 8%. Do the math. 8% at 745 is, where's my calculator when you need it? 740, let me put that in, 745,000 and times 8%, and it's 59.6. So cost of capital is 59.6. We'll be needing that in the formula. And what is problem 16.1 is what is the residual income? So let's do the math. The way it works with the residual income is we start with the formula. We start with what's the net income? There. Don't let sales bother you. We don't need to know that information. You just want to need to know what's the net income, 126, minus the interest expense, which they tell you is $100,000. So you got 26,000 right here. Now you want to do the following. You want to add back. What am I doing? Oh, I'm doing something wrong. You want to add in the interest expense, which makes this 226. There's the net income. There's the interest expense. So you add that in. Now you need to subtract the tax effect on adding back the interest expense. You're going to subtract 30,000, 30% of 100. So one more time. To get the first part of the equation for residual income, add the interest expense back in, subtract the tax effect, which is 30% of 100, which the interest we're adding back in, gives us a net number now of 226 minus 30. So I want to say 196 minus 50 minus the cost of capital. I think I'm doing the math right. 196 minus 59.6 will give us 136,400, which is the right answer. So if you weren't sure what I just did, I took A over here, 196. I subtracted it from B over here, which is the cost of capital. And that cost of capital was simply 8% of the 745, because the problem told us the cost of capital was 8%. And so 8% times 745 gives us 59,600, the cost of capital. How many times can I say the same thing? That's the question. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. That's it for now. I might still do a video on the balance scorecard. I'll try to get to it before too long.